What's going on, guys? So today I am out here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this really cool JAYCO Jay Flight SLX. Now this is probably much different than you anticipate in terms of the floor plan and layout, and it's likely not going to be one that you've seen before, at least from JAYCO. So hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,500 pounds. It's going to have a maximum cargo capacity of 2,206 pounds. It's not too bad. It's going to ride on 205/75R 14-inch tires, run twin 3,500 pound axles. And yeah, it's not that bad. And if you look at the dry weight of the unit, which is usually listed right here, 5,294 pounds. So, you know, obviously it's a stick and tin unit, which means it has a wood frame with aluminum siding going all the way around. I apologize if you hear any wind noise. As we come around to the front, you know, it's very traditional to the JAYCO Jay Flight SLX series in terms of stick and tin and the overall look. Let's take a look inside of this unit and then we'll do a quick walk around on the outside. So this is going to be the Jay Flight SLX 265TH. What do you think the TH stands for? We're going to go up the step above steps from MORRIDE inside of this really cool toy hauler. Yep, you heard me right. So this is very different from your typical JAYCO SLX trailer. This is actually a toy hauler. Now, I wouldn't suggest putting big toys in here because you saw that payload capacity, it's a little over a ton, and you're going to need to share that with whatever cargo and supplies you put in the trailer for normal camping purposes. But in terms of, you know, what you can carry in the back, there might be a label here or something, but I would probably venture to say that maybe half of it could be loaded in the back, with the understanding that when you load it in the back, you are going to be removing weight from the front. So that's the biggest concern I typically have of toy haulers, is folks automatically think they can put whatever they want in the back, and then they run into a scenario where they find out that they are removing too much weight off of the tongue of their vehicle. And you know what you run into is, again, that really awkward imbalance where the weight in the back removed from the front causes sway and causes sway issues. So for me, a back door like this would be great for some small toys, for bicycles, for, you know, maybe electric bikes, things like that. Really easy loading and unloading, and being able to use it with the back patio area with these little gates folded out and around, so you can kind of enjoy the environment that you're in. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't load things like four-wheelers, golf carts, stuff like that. Even if you could fit it in here, it just wouldn't really be wise. You just remove too much weight off of your tow vehicle, and it would make for a real sketchy towing experience with that imbalance and the sway that it could potentially cause. It's better safe. This is really designed, in my opinion, for, you know, lots of mountain bikes, lots of e-bikes, stuff like that, that's not going to weigh too much and gives you the flexibility of moving it where you might need it. As we pan around, it has the pleated style blinds. Would have been nice to see some blackout blinds on there so you could really make this area dark, especially if you're going to be out in the hot desert and, you know, you want to be able to limit the amount of radiant heat that comes into your RV. Panning around, it has a really nice kitchen area. Considering this RV has absolutely no slides at all, you know, this space right here feels pretty nice. You have both of these kind of flip down chairs that turn into a dinette area and kind of an entertaining area. Plus you can drop the ramp in the back and you have even more space there. The kitchenette area is really nice. You have a nice dual basin sink. You also have a really nice 3-burner gas cooktop. Nice compact microwave. You have some nice cabinetry here as well. You know, it's set up really nice, I think, for folks who are going to take this out for your typical day trip to the beach, or they're going to go out for maybe a night or two out in the desert, or somewhere where they want to bring some bikes, they want to bring some things with them, they want to be able to enjoy that really nice patio ramp in the back, but at the same time they want something relatively compact, doesn't have a lot of slides, and is basic and affordable, and that's one of the really nice things of this specific unit. You have a nice gas electric refrigerator here from Norcold. You have some more storage right here. You have a place for a TV to be mounted and some more cabinetry on top. Coming around this way, you have another pleated blind right here. A cool little bar setup, and I imagine this probably folds down, which it does. 2 bar stools right here. And I like the fact that it's in front of the window. So if you're positioned in a nice campground with a good scenic view, you can simply look out the window and you'll be in good shape. Nice cabinetry above. You have a GE air conditioning unit here, and you may have one up here as well. No, so there's only one air conditioning unit currently installed in here. It seems like you could probably position another one right here because it is centered. Stepping into the bathroom area, nice cornered, pretty good sized shower, and it has really nice heights to it. So, you know, you could easily be over 6 feet tall to fit in here. Nice swinging door here. Interesting where they put this little vent, I just noticed. So this is that cross ventilation. Air comes in here and it comes out the other side in case you do have something that smells like gasoline and you want to filter it out whenever you are driving down the road. Cabinet here, nice small sink. No medicine cabinet. Would have been nice to have that, as well as some towel holders, maybe, or some hooks over here. It does have a porcelain foot flush toilet, which is unexpected and nice actually. You have a nice sliding door right here to go into the bedroom. It is a queen size bed, very good size nightstands on each side along with some power plugs. Then you have a lot of storage above the bed up here. You want to be careful, of course, traveling with it so it doesn't tumble out on top of you. You have nice wardrobe storage here on the sides. You have a place to mount a TV as well as your cable power connections there, and then you have an air conditioning vent for that single ducted air conditioning system. Stepping back through here. Okay, over here you can see you have a pleated blind on that window as well. You have the JAYCO rear camera system, so it's wired for a rear camera, which we'll see, of course, when we go out there. You have some of your light switches, your awning control right here. Overall, this is a pretty nice unit. I mean, it's designed to accomplish a task at an affordable price, and I think they've pretty much nailed it for what they're trying to do with this type of floor plan, especially considering it doesn't have any slides. So I can definitely get around that. Anyways, let's step outside and take a look at the outside of this unit. Okay, so now that we're on the outside of this unit, you'll see it has a nice long electric awning that spans, I'm going to say, probably about 60% of the side. You have your 3 non-frameless windows out here. Again, the MORryde step above steps. You have one side of your pass-through storage here. Relatively thin baggage doors, but you know, that's pretty typical on travel trailers. Okay, so you have the steps that actually go on the back ramp when it's down. You can see it's all wood framed. This is actually underneath the bed up front. And you got quite a bit of room back here, so, or up here, I guess. So it's not bad at all. This is prepped for the Furrion side view camera system. You can see it has 2 propane cans, an electric tongue jack. Again, there's your camera prep for the side view camera. Got a little pop-out window on this side. This is going to be on one side of the bed. Here's your sewer connections down here. 30 amp cord goes in here, and you have an outside shower as well as your tank flush valve for your black tank, so it kind of sprays the inside of that out. Outside of your water heater, this is going to be a little vent above your stove, so whenever you turn your vent hood on, it kind of sucks everything outside of the RV, because typically they come closed like that, so opening them up is really important. Otherwise you're just recirculating the air inside. This has Goodyear Endurance tires. A huge perk of going with JAYCO units is that they exclusively use the Endurance tires on their travel trailers and fifth wheels. On some of their larger fifth wheels, I kind of prefer that they'd go with like a G-rated tire, but they stick with the Endurance, which only goes up to a maximum of F rating. Over here, the outside of your furnace, this is going to be where you fill up your fresh water tank, and you have your city water connection. There is not an upgraded suspension equalizer, just has the standard one there. You have your cable TV connection there. You have another window. Right back here is all the outside of the garage area, so the garage, of course, would span the inside of that space. There's the other vent that kind of ventilates the air out like you saw from the inside. Nice ramp door, all LED lighting, and it's got a lot of it. So you have the LED lighting here, you have some lights up here, and then you have some more lights over here, plus it is wired for that Furrion wireless backup camera. You have scissor jack stabilization on all 4 corners. I like this latching system as well. It's kind of an upgraded latching system. It's basically key lockable, so you don't have to put like little padlocks on it, and then this flips up, you unlock it, and then you just slide it back into place and it flips over and latches shut around it. Again, I like these nice long LED light strips. Overall, this is a pretty cool unit, and it's certainly one that, you know, if you have bikes, if you have kids' toys, things like that that you might want to bring with you, especially if you have e-bikes, this is almost ideal for that. In my opinion, this is absolutely not half-ton towable. I would not put this behind a half-ton truck. Even though the weight isn't necessarily the biggest issue, the fact is you're likely to put something in the back that is gonna more than likely take weight off of the front. And from a stability perspective, I would just recommend using a 3/4 ton truck for something like this, or even greater, but 3/4 ton would be more than adequate for this. And finally, the pricing on this unit, it has an MSRP of $34,040, but if you call them, they're gonna give you a much more aggressive price than that. That's just what the MSRP is. The sales price is typically much, much lower than that. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.